and welcome to Rubbin Minds. My name is Isabella Akinsheye, and I'll be sitting in for Ebuka Obiochendu, who's unavoidably absent. Now, we will be kicking off the show looking at the hashtag, the topic that was on everybody's lips. I'm talking about hashtag Ekiti decides, the Ekiti elections. To discuss with me, I have a social commentator by the name of Boladale Adekoya. Boladale, welcome to Rubbin Minds.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I also have with me Ahmed Muiz, a political analyst. Ahmed, welcome to Rubbin Minds.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
You're welcome. Ekiti decides. There was a lot of news about the Ekiti state elections. A lot of people were looking at it as, how prepared are we as a country for the 2019 general elections? In your view, Boladale, what has the Ekiti elections shown us?
Well, let me start by saying that the Ekiti election has shown us that democracy in the true sense of it has failed in Nigeria. It has shown us that the social contract that seems to be the tenet of democratic practice, has now been replaced by monetary politics and a sort of lunatic between the people and the political elite. It has shown clearly that the political elite have consciously starved the people to create a large scale of poverty that they now ride on at every electoral period by inducing voters who are already hungry with stipends and who are more or less under duress to vote for the candidates offering the biggest or the last chunk of money.
So basically it's stomach infrastructure, it's business as usual, rice, oil, recharge cards to get the vote. That's what you're saying. Muiz, will you agree?
Well, I wouldn't want to agree with that, because if you take a critical look at Ekiti election, you would see that both parties, they actually distributed money. And during this, it means that while you are distributing money, I'm distributing money, then I go for my interest. Though it's a very bad habit. But they still believe that it is their interest they are going to follow, despite the fact that they know that every party, all the political party, are giving them money. So they believe, let me just go for my interest while I collect that money. The interest still can't. But the problem is that the monetary of a thing that they are collecting from the contestants.
So you're saying that the votes that we've seen are basically based on monetary inducement or being given gifts as well as interest. So
yes,
both parties, in your view, are doing the same thing.
Yes, of
so
course.
People will eventually go for what their interest is.
Of course, yes.
Okay. Now, it's very interesting, Ekiti State. I mean, it is the only state that in the southwest that is still being ruled by the opposition as of yesterday, before we had the results declared. And a lot of people are saying that maybe the presence of the military during the elections, or people are wondering, what has APC done to make sure that they were able to come out tops in the elections?
Well, the very first thing we should know is that Ekiti people, they were tired of the former government or the incumbent government. And this tiredness led them to think and at least be prepared for the election. The military has nothing to do about it. It was just security. And that was why you wouldn't see snatching of boxes. Even the governor himself, Ayodele Fayose, the governor himself, in his polling unit, he lost. In his local government, he lost. So what are we now talking about?
Okay. Boladale, would you like to contribute to that? The issue of the military being on ground, do you think it made the voters jittery? And is this something we should expect to see even in 2019?
I think it's really unfortunate that we who claim to be progressive in nature, we try to justify or rationalize the militarization of elections in this country. It is unfortunate that even though the claim was that the security agencies or the agents that were on ground were to protect and preserve the sanctity of that election. We've seen videos where security officers merely looked the other way, while party agents were not only campaigning but inducing voters with money right there at the polling units. We've also seen videos where a lot of individuals, including the governor as well, was being intimidated. Supporters of the opposition, or the, let's say the incumbent, as then was being they were being picked up randomly also. See, the issue is this. This election has shown clearly that our desire to have an egalitarian society where leadership is based on performance and the true representation of the people is merely an utopia. We've now been able to see clearly that what it takes to win an election in this country, it is not about how sound, how knowledgeable, how prepared you are. It's for you to sit down, get your calculator, calculate the total amount of votes you need to win in that election, approach a commercial bank, times 10,000 naira, which has been the highest now, 10,000 times your estimated number of intended voters, tell them to give you a loan. After winning the election, you have 4 years to pay back the loan with interest. And we've seen that. It is evident. It happened in Edo State. It happened in Ondo State. Now it's taking place. When it started like it's cancerous in nature. It started gradually, but now it seems more like that is the only alternative to win election in this country, and it's preposterous.